Willkommen, meine Damen und Herren, zu einer weiteren Sitzung von Session Frag die Experten, or how I normally say, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, or hello, everybody, and welcome to another session of Ask the Expert. Today, we are dedicating the session to German records. And this is because as we are here at the same time, the German Genealogy Virtual Conference is being taking place. And I'm very happy to have probably among those here today, some guests that decided to drop by because of that. So welcome everybody again. My name is Daniel Horowitz, and I have been dedicated to genealogy since 1986. I was the teacher and study guide editor of the Family History Project, Searching for My Roots in Venezuela for 15 years. Also, I dedicate my time to digitization, crowdsourced digitization and transcription projects. I volunteer my time for the Israel Genealogy Research Association. And more important, since 2006, I am happily working for MyHeritage, lecturing virtually and in presence, and also liaising with bloggers, medias, and other genealogy societies. So, as you probably know, this is a hands-on session, and today we're going straight to the research page on MyHeritage so I can demonstrate you how you can get to the German records in MyHeritage. Now, the first thing I did here was actually to put a first name and a last name. And to tell you the truth, I couldn't find one more German than Hans Fritz. And yep, this gave me a very good set of results. And you can see that they're all coming from German places, German family trees, and really about 16,000 records to go over all of them. And this is how you do a general search on MyHeritage. Now, once you are here, of course, that you can use the list of collections to pinpoint a specific collection that you would like to see, or a type of collection you would like to see, and try to find your relatives, or in this case, Hans, in this set of records. But I promise you today that I will guide you to German records, and there is a way to be more specific. Well, first of all, I can always go here and put Germany. And if I do that, I can say that the place must match. Wait 1 second, what's happening here? Okay, and the place must match, and that will reduce the amount of records and will focus only on those who have Germany as the place. Now, not necessarily still those are German records, because the records may come, for example, from the 1940 US Census. And then, of course, you're going to say why you are bringing me those records if they are from the United States. But the person who appears in the census may have declared that he was born in Germany, and that is the reason why we are bringing it to you. So this is just one way of filtering those records from Germany. If you know that the person actually was born, married, did the military training, or immigration, or any other of the facts or the options that you have here under more, you could actually set it here, and you said, okay, I only want actually people that were born in Germany, and that will be applied. And you will see that now that list gets reduced and more specific to your questions. But still, nothing will guarantee you that the records are from Germany, and I promise you records from Germany. So how do we do that? Actually, very easy. All what we need to do is to come here to the collection catalog. And in here, you will be able to see all the collections, new and old, that MyHeritage has for you. And you can also filter those collections by those categories. But today, I'm going to use the refine by location. And this is going to be first by Europe. And if I click there, I'm going to see all the collections coming from Europe. And you can already see the ones, or at least one, coming from Germany. But still, I have here England, I have Sweden, I have Hungary, Denmark, all kind of places which are not Germany. The second step will be to click on refine further. And this is actually the list of countries that MyHeritage has records for. And all what I need to do is go down and find Germany, or for that matter, any other country. Once I click, now you will see that MyHeritage has, for now, 62 collections for Germany. Now we have general Germany birth, marriage, and death, but we also have a very specific collections like the Hesse marriages. This is from a specific area. We have the Prussia, Brandenburg, and Posen church book duplicates. We have Hessen birth records, North Rhine-Westphalia death records from 1938. And you will see that many of them, or all of them, has actually images, and some of them are actually free, like the German Bremen immigration list 1929-1930. We have a lot of records, pre-war and post-war, both first and second, of course, but also many very old records, like the Prussia Pomeranian church records from 1544. So basically, there is no reason why we cannot find your German ancestors in the records. Now, from here, you can choose any particular collection, and I'm going to go just with the Hesse marriages index, and I'm going to start looking again for my person. As I said, it's Hans Fritz, and see if I can find him. And the answer is that yes, I have a few Hans Fritz, actually two, in the Hesse marriage indexes. And you can see that there are two different people, because this one was born in 1904. This was from 1880. It was born in Berlin, and they all have middle names. And below these two very accurate record, according to my research or my search, you will find other records that may match partially your search. In this case, this is more from the Fritz family, not Hans, but Adolf, Otto, Oswald, and Wilhelm. So all what you need to do is just to click any place in here. Let's go with this one, for example, and you will be able to see the transcription of the details from the record, and you will be able to zoom in and see the actual record. And this, I have to say, is a beauty, because the record is pretty much readable if you are used to read German records. And here, let me make a push and very publicly my appreciation for the people from the conference who is offering translations from documents, and they actually helped me the other day with a German record a marriage record that I have for one of my family members, and they were kind enough not only to read it for me, to transcribe it for me in the chat, but also to translate it for me in English. So thank you very much. And this is pretty much what the genealogy community is all about. We're all here to help each other. So from here, if you have a family tree on MyHeritage, and why not, you could save the record and attach it directly to your family tree, or you can simply view this in a full window and you can download the record and keep a copy of the paperwork right in your computer. So now you know the secret on how to get German records on MyHeritage. I suggest you to give it a try. And just before we move to the questions, two of the last collections that we released lately related to Germany. The Hess collection, which I show you the record as an example. We are talking about 8.5 million historical records, and also the North Rhine-Westphalia death index, which is 2.4 million historical records also added. Now, this only means that MyHeritage keep on adding more records, not only from Germany, but from all over the world. So hopefully, if your family is not there yet, hopefully we will be able to find it for you. So now it's the 1 minute commercials, although I'm not from the sales team, but more announcements that I normally bring you related to MyHeritage. The first one is the invitation to view and visit the education.myheritage.com URL. And I am going to actually put those URLs in the chat, as always, for you to be able to copy and paste. And the knowledge base is where we put some recordings of webinars as the experts, some lectures, and some videos for you to learn not only how to become better MyHeritage users, but also how to become better genealogists. The very good news is that all this is totally free. You don't even need registration. You can enjoy there without even identifying yourself. Then if you want to keep seeing more webinars, I will invite you to go to legacyfamilytreewebinars.com/myheritage, where we have our MyHeritage series, but also we have webinars in different languages, including German. So yeah, you can go there and watch Sylvia and other people lecturing about genealogy in German. The invitation to all of you, not only here in the Zoom, not only you guests from the German conference, but also those of you watching this in Facebook or as a recording, to be here with me every Thursday, 1 p.m. Eastern time, New York time, or actually whatever time is wherever you are, to a 30-minute open mic and free session to everybody, where I normally talk about a couple of minutes of a specific session or feature, and then yes, I will open your microphones and you will ask the questions. Just to make sure you are not missing anything, and you know, again, I'm not a salesperson, but I cannot restrain myself to let you know that this week we have a very special offer on DNA kits on MyHeritage. It's $59 US dollars, that's it. And if you buy two, then you get free shipping. But if you already have a DNA kit in another company, you really don't need to buy one from MyHeritage. All what you need to do is to upload your digital file from those companies to MyHeritage to enjoy all the benefits of this. Now, my time to say thank you very much for being here, to allow you to open your mics and to voice your questions. I see some of you wrote it in the chat, but I will prefer, if you don't mind, just to raise the hand exactly as Rosalind is doing already for quite a long time. And just, Rosalind, go ahead and unmute yourself and tell me, how can I help you?
Hi, Daniel. I just wanted to ask if you foresee putting any of the Bavarian records on the site. I'm attending the IGGC conference, and it's just great.
Rosalind,
I
I
think
totally
any
agree with you. I have been spending all my nights with all of you over there, and I am having a blast. Now, for the records, we really are looking all over the world for new records. And as soon as we manage to get them or sign up partnership with archive or organizations, we're more than welcome to publish. So if you have any leads, if you know any archive or any organization who has records and is willing to share or to work with us, we're going to be there for sure. Send it my way.
Well, I wish I knew. Even at the IGGC, there was only one presenter, and I was thrilled to death because that's where my German great grandmother and grandfather came from, and I have a brick wall. I'm not sure where what little town he's from, but anyway, I was just so thrilled to be able to talk, to that one percenter. So Bavaria
Okay.
seems to be unrepresented in all the sites, family search and
well, I can tell you that we have a person, Ross Welding, traveling the world and interviewing with all kind of people trying to find records. So I'm going to pass that request to him. Okay.
yes,
Thank
and
you.
Catholic, the Catholic parishes. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, Rosalind. And hi, Marlene. How are you today?
All I know is that my grandparents they put Austria, and that was like in the early 1900s. Would I be able to find anything if I went on the Germany part?
Marlene, I don't see why not, but I will suggest you start just as I started today with a general search and see what comes up. Because Austria was part of a big empire, the Austro-Hungarian Empire, and probably your family, same as mine, by the way, they say that they were coming from Austria, just, to be like we said, bessere Menschen. And then I found out that it was really Romania. Not that I love them less for that, but the countries change borders a lot. So start with a broader search. Then instead of Germany, I will use first Austria as a place. And if you cannot find anything, then just change that for Germany and try to chase them, depending on the years. And if you know exactly the name of the town or the city, that will also help.
Something about Kolomaya? I don't understand.
Kolomia. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Kolomia, I'm familiar with the area, and I do know that there are some records over there. But again, yes, it was Austria, but it was also other countries depending on the timeline that you're looking for.
Okay, thank you.
With pleasure. Hello, Beverly. Welcome, and how can I help you? No, you will need to unmute yourself before asking the question.
Hello, Daniel. Thank you so much for doing these sessions.
With pleasure.
I will also support Rosalind in my desire for Bavarian records, Bavarian Catholic records, because none are available at the Family History Library, and my parish is not available on matricula either. So we're all kind of stumped here. So anything you could do would be much appreciated.
I will do my best. That's all what I can say. Now, something important, you may not find the records, but you may find somebody who has placed your family in another family tree. When I did the first search, you saw over there in the general results, you saw results from family trees. You could have results from family trees in Genie or in Wikitree or in Family Search. So not necessarily the records are those who are going to help you crack the nuts. I'm just saying. Beverly, did you had a question?
That's all my comment.
Oh,
I was
okay.
just supporting Rosalind's desire
Okay.
for Bavarian records.
No, that's perfectly fine. It's that somebody raised the hand here and then lowered it and distracted me. Alisa, do you have any questions today? No, but you need to unmute. Remember, yes.
Oh, I see. No, no question, just a comment. I have Jewish German descendants from very long back, like 1700s. And on the Jewish gen, I have it under Prussia. So maybe some of you also can look under Prussia, which was bigger, Germany, Austria, Bulgaria,
Yeah, the
Germany.
Prussian Empire was also very big. Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Alisa. And Teresa was the one with the hand up. Hi, Teresa.
Hello, I have when my great grandfather and his relatives wrote down where they were from, they would say Northheim or Niedersachsen or Elbergerode, things like that. Now, are those all now included in German records?
That's a very good question. And the honest answer will be, I have no idea. The first thing that I will do is go to Google Maps. And I don't know if you're going to be able to actually find those places there. But if you don't find the places there, it means that there were historical places that probably changed names. So then you may find them in Wikipedia. So once you know exactly where, or more or less even the area where they were, you can go back to Google Maps. You can try to find that today and see if they're still in Germany. And if not, then you need to go to do a little bit of history research and try to see if they were part of Germany in specific times where your family either born, married, or died. And once you understand the timeline and the geography of the places, I will suggest you to go to the central archives of those places and request those records. And then you will know if they were actually German records or Austrian records, or which was the country that ruled and that held a copy of those.
Well, it would have been a lot easier if Germany had not been in so many different countries. I'd change their names and change their borders. Whew.
Teresa, just say thank you. You're not from Poland. Believe me,
Well,
those people have a worse time than yours.
Okay, all right, I'll be grateful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And I see John here in the back having his hand up. Hi, John. How can we help you?
Well, hello, everyone. Well, you can hear me, but I was just wondering, we're actually just talking about MyHeritage DNA in another session. Do you have any, I know DNA of the MyHeritage is open. Do you have any specials going on for taking DNA results through MyHeritage? I've done it through Ancestry, but I think MyHeritage has a big pool of data as well. Plus you're into Germany quite a bit. So Any recommendations on that, Daniel?
Well, you said it beautifully. Yes, MyHeritage is selling DNA kits all over the world, including in Germany. Right now, the special is for buying the DNA kits, not for the upload. Now, I don't know, and don't cut my word on this, but I'm smelling that probably in the next couple of weeks or the next month, we're going to come also with a special price for those who upload. Now, let me make this easier and clear. You can upload now and it's free. Some of the features, some of the things that we offer you with the DNA kit may be blocked if you don't have a complete account on MyHeritage, or if you have not paid the one-time fee. Please excuse me, I remember it was like $25 per kit or something around that, US dollars, and that is. But you can have your DNA right now, and you can just wait for the moment that we go out with the special in order to pay for that kit, or become a complete subscriber and then just unlock all the features.
Okay.
Okay. But really, I will not delay the upload of the DNA, because I also heard in the corridors of the office that a new set of theories of family relativities is being cooked. Okay, so if your DNA is already there, you will be able to participate or to enjoy the fruits of that batch. And then you can always pay. Beverly, yes, you have any questions?
Well, I'm following up on this last question, and I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I don't know if it's John or not, but I have, like John, I have done both my DNA in both Ancestry and Family Tree, and I would like to get them into MyHeritage. How do I know that my subscription will support that? Number one. And number two, when you run a special on uploading DNA to MyHeritage in the next few weeks, will you be sending out a blast email for notification to all members?
Okay, so first of all, again, the upload is free. So no reason why not doing it right away. That's number one. Number two, if you have a complete subscription, and it's actually very easy to see. If you here on the top of your website, if you see something that will say upgrade to premium, it means that you don't have a complete subscription. There are other way of looking at it is when you go in under your name, under the arrow of your name, and you click here on my purchases, you will be able to see what type of account you have on MyHeritage. And again, if you don't have a complete account, some of the features, some of the information that we're revealing for your DNA is going to be blocked, but it's going to be there. And we're start to calculating not only your ethnicity estimation, but also your matches with other people. And every week you will get new matches, because every week we get new people uploading or taking the MyHeritage DNA test. Only then, and my suggestion always is to try it first, to make sure that is what you want and what you need, and only then you will need to pay. And for sure, if you have an account on MyHeritage, you can be sure that if you don't have the right subscription, we're going to let you know in an email when we have some specials for you to take advantage of.
Thank you. That's what I needed to know.
Okay, with pleasure. It's 8:30 here in Israel, 1:30 in New York, and probably something 30 in the rest of the countries. That means that our time here is done. Thank you, everybody, again for being here today with me. I hope this session has been useful to you, and I look forward to see you next week at this same time in this same URL. So you don't need to actually do anything else. You will receive an email from me, and you can join next and every week. Until then, please take very good care of yourself, and why not do a little bit more genealogy. Have a wonderful weekend, guys. Bye-bye.